So, George, how about you? What's your savings method?
Okay, so last time, right, I don't really spend a lot.
When was last time?
It's about 10. Oh, shucks, I'm revealing my age.
When was it?
10 years ago. So when I started my first job.
How old were you back then?
25, no?
Were you married?
Handsome young boy.
Were you married?
No.
How long have you been married?
I've been married since 2016 until now.
Right.
Yeah.
That's like how many years? 7 years.
Yes.
So short only.
Yes.
Okay.
It felt long. What? It's a good thing. Yeah.
Okay. So back then, what was your saving method?
Oh, so back then, right, whatever amount of money I have, right, I just went into IPO. So last time, right, is you can just buy IPO. I'm not sure whether you're aware. You can just buy IPO. Last time don't have things like
Robo-advisor, all this.
Don't have. So you can just go to the ATM and then you just like press and then you bid for the IPO.
Right.
So I set up my investment account quite young before I started work because I planned for it. So I have my CDB account. And then I also use my mom's CDB account so that I can bid for the same IPO on 2 different accounts. So that was how I saved by just buying into stocks. And in Singapore, stocks is quite relatively cheap. It's $1 plus $2 per share. You just minimum like 100 shares. So you sure have the money. It's just whether you want to put that money into the stocks and then you just buy into it.
Right.
So
has that helped you?
Yes, that helped me actually tremendously because I would say back then I didn't spend a lot because I work quite a lot. And then majority of the money is all in the stocks. So I think about 60% are all like into the stocks.
Right.
Yeah.
So that actually helped you with your first property.
That helped me when I did a career switch. And then in between there isn't any form of income. And then that helped me a lot to tide me through.
Wow, that's fantastic.
Yes. In terms of dividends,
in terms of dividends and in terms of when I liquidate, because IPO is usually at a discounted rate.
Right.
Yeah.
In the past.
Yes, correct. In the past.
Yeah. And that was like a form of forced savings for you.
Yes, that's correct. Forced savings.
And that was like uni days.
Uni days. Okay, so uni days, not yet. Because uni days, right, I remember back then I was a student, I don't have money. So I only give tuition. And Lehman Brothers crashed. COE was just $2. Genting just launched IPO, but I got no money. Then my friend that stays in land property, all buying stocks. So I can only watch. So from then, I tell myself, okay, I'm going to have investment account. And then once I receive my paycheck, I'm going to go all in.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So benefited from my friend now.
Great.
So got the friend factor.
Thanks for sharing. How about Yurong? What's your savings method in the past?
I want to share something that it took me maybe like 3 years to figure out. Okay, of course, real estate is my first proper work. And then real estate, because it's commission based, right? So actually every month, sort of like in terms of like the money that comes is different, right? And so I realized that initially I was trying to use the jar method, meaning that every time a commission comes, I will split 20% go into my business account, 20% goes to my savings, and then like a percentage goes to my spending, another like 20% is supposed to set aside for like investment and all that. Then I realized that when I do that, right, sometimes there will be months, right, where my expenses account is not enough. Then I have to go and dig out and borrow from the other account, right? So after that, I script that. I chose something simpler, which is actually when the income comes, it goes into what I call like a holding account, right? So I think this is good for like freelancers and all that. Because actually real estate, I realized that when I first started, right, I was doing mainly new launches and commission. I close the case today, I get paid 1 year later. So the cash flow was not good. So what happens, I change it to the other method, like so holding income, and then I pay myself a fixed salary every month. And then from there, I find it easier to apportion my money in terms of expenditure as well as savings, right? So I think right now, like it's the lowest hanging fruit method. Basically, just immediately auto transfer a certain savings element. Then that settles the. I try to pull it out and then put it in like, let's say like in terms of like the different instruments directly, so that it doesn't appear in a bank account. Because when you see money there, you have the
tendency to spend.
Yes, have the desire to spend it. So you need to park it elsewhere.
Right. So you use like I mean, this is fantastic for commission earners, freelancers. You adopt a mindset as a salary to yourself, a fixed salary, and then the rest you can set it aside for your business expenses. But of course, using your salary, then that will categorize your family expenses and all that kind of stuff, right? And of course, if you don't see it, you tend not to have the temptation to spend it as well. Yeah, so I think
because no money to spend. Right? It's all like in the
you hide
broker
it
account, in the crypto account, then the crypto account crash.